Good morning everyone, Ashwini here. So today we will discuss the technical architecture of proposed game system. Okay, draw technical architecture of game. Okay, first of all we discuss background of this. A technical architecture is the design and documentation of a software application. This provides a blueprint schematic for developers to use when they are building or modifying a computer system. Okay, the technical architecture typically define the communication networks, security, hardware and software that are used by the application. Okay, this ensure that all new systems are compatible with the existing computer devices and equipment used. Many software protocols are used in computer systems. The architecture defines what communication protocols are permitted in a network or system. This ensures that communication protocols are flexible and compatible with modern device and other network equipment used. Okay. Many people refers to use various devices to play a game. Technical architecture should define a specific configuration used by various devices, and this include in the network port security protocol that is used by various devices. Okay, people who are creative and artistic find devotion in sharing their dreams, though and visions, thoughts and visions. A painter does so by painting, while a musician creates music. Similarly, programmers want to automatic and make your life easy, and game designer want to make their thoughts and ideas to life though their games. Okay, every standard games consist of some series of levels embedded and closely related with the storylines of the game. Okay, action and adventure sequence to life. Okay, spectacular visual the experiences, and they challenges our mental ability and exploring and bringing out our tactical and strategy making skill. Game are the most unique of all entertainment mediums because of its interactive power with its audience. Okay, most of the games give the players the most important role of the story. The first of all, architecture of game. The architecture and structure of a game is similar to that software, but it does have some additional component which makes it different from a software. Every game has the following components. First, graphics engine, sound, audio engine, rendering and vision input engine, IO devices like mouse, keyboards, speakers, monitors, etc. and DL file and driver device APIs. Okay, all these above mentioned components combine together to make a game playable to its full extent. Before discussing each of them, let's just clear what an engines is. Okay, engines are the self-processing components of a complete process that are driving automatically behind the original process. Okay, the first of all, graphic engine. A graphic engine is the software which association with an application programs helps to draw graphics on your computer's display device. Okay, the word engine is the in the computer field refers to a software which helps performing some definite type of processing on a program such as a text to speech engine or database engine or layout engine and graphics engine. Okay, the graphics engine helps to make your games graphics better by increasing the resolution and increasing the number of pixels per unit areas. This engine also make your game seem clear and run smooth. Okay, the next, sound audio engine. The audio or sound engine is the component that consist of algorithms for dealing with sound, and in-built programs are written into it to handle the sound effect embedded in the games. It has the capability to perform calculations using the CPUs or on any dedicated ESI application specific integrated circuit, or abstraction APIs such as OpenAL, HDL Audio, X Audio 2, Web Audio, etc. can be available within these engines. Okay. The next, rendering and vision input engine. The rendering engine along with vision input system produce 3D animated graphics, okay, using different techniques like rasterization and ray tracing, being programmed and compiled to be executed on any CPU or GPU. Straightforwardly, majority of rendering engines are developed upon one or more rendering APIs like Direct 3D and or OpenGL that offers a software abstraction layer for the graphics processing unit. Okay. GPUs. Low-level libraries like DirectX or OpenGL are properly incorporated in games because they supply the hardware independent access to different computer hardware. These hardware devices can be input devices like mouse, keyboards, and any joysticks, network device like uh, ma- um, like NIC, and also two sound cards. Then IO devices. These are devices which are used for inputting the data and programs in the computer are known as input devices. Input devices can read data and convert them to a form that a computer can use. Output devices can generate the finished product of machine processing into a form usable or readable by humans. For a game, there should have to be a strong interaction between the user and the game he or she is playing. Okay, then next, DLL files and drivers device APIs. Dynamic Link Library DLL file is a type of file which includes instructions written in the form of programs which can be called or used by other programs for performing certain tasks. Okay, in this manner, different programs can share the abilities and characteristics that have been programmed into a single file. These system level files play a supporting role to build the architecture of the game and help to make it perform well. You might have noticed that if you have installed a game which you want to play and you click the executable exe file to run the game, and just before starting of the game an error message pops up with a message particular DLL name .dll is missing. These files are the supporting file that your system should have to make the game work. Okay, so this is a technical architecture of proposed game. Okay.